and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Kat. Today I wanted to do like a get to know me kind of video, and I was trying to find like a tag or something that I could do rather than asking for questions, because I wanted to film like now so it wouldn't give enough time, and I couldn't find anything really. So I thought that I would just create my own tag. So this is the little facts tag. I know that sounds like I'm saying facts as in fax machine, probably pointed that out, but it's facts tag. So this is just 10 questions, really simple little questions, but something a bit different than just like a favourites or something like that. So let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy. Just before we start as well, if you like this makeup, it should already be up. It's part of my Halloween glam series. So the first question is, what is your zodiac sign, and do you feel that this reflects you as a person? So I am a Pisces sun, Scorpio rising, and a Taurus moon. Don't really know exactly what that means. I just know that your rising is sort of how you present yourself to the world, and I think that's very accurate. I sort of have this persona that I'm very strong and independent and a bit of a bitch, but really I'm a complete soft old lady, really. I'm very, very much a Pisces. I'm very emotionally driven, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, which can be good sometimes, but other times it can be a bit detrimental. My partner is a Gemini, and he is chaotic as fuck, so I think, yeah, he's a very Gemini. But if he also told me he was an Aries, I would believe that. Very much, Julian kind of vibes. The second question is, what are your favourite cozy films? And the way I was kind of defining this is like those films you just want to watch when it's raining or you don't feel very well and you just want something that you know and love that's just going to make you feel a bit better. My film that I always watch when I'm unwell is Ratatouille, which probably just took the mick out of me for. But there's something about it that just makes me feel so like warm and fuzzy inside, and I absolutely love it, especially if I'm ill. I like Ratatouille a lot. I also love watching the Lord of the Rings films when it's really cold and I'm really cozy. Me and my friend Fran had a Lord of the Rings marathon a few weeks ago. That was it. No, I should say just maybe a few months ago. I can't remember now. And it was amazing. We just cuddled up under a blanket and ate loads of snacks and watched all three in one go, and it was amazing and I loved it. So yes, Lord of the Rings and Ratatouille. I do also love Ghibli films as well. I think they're really nice and really cozy, but I think I would probably choose Lord of the Rings over a Ghibli film. I do have like these Studio Ghibli postcards. I don't know if you can actually see them from there, but they're basically just like wide shots from all the Ghibli films. If I can find the Etsy account that I got them from, I will leave a link in the bio. Okay, the third question is albums you listen to when you want to get pumped. So these are like albums that you want to listen to like when you're on your way to work and you need to like wake yourself up, or if you're in the gym, or just something that will give you that like boost of energy. I read these questions to Poppy and she was like, I want to guess them. And they guessed my own EP, which is very, very true. I am in a Riot Girl band, if you did not know. We're called Peach Club, and our EP, Postmodern Siren, always gets me like proper pumped. But if I'm not listening to my own music, it's probably something like Bikini Kill or Confidence Man's albums. I like it either to be like punk, like political punk, or like something really dancey and disco-y to get me going. Nova Twins, Who Are the Girls? That is a great album if you want something to like really get pumped to. highly recommend. And then the fourth question is an album you listen to get sad. So when you just feel really shit and you just want to wallow in those emotions, because you can, there's nothing wrong with feeling sad. You can wallow in those emotions if you want. Sometimes sadness is something you need to wade through rather than suppress. So I like to just put on an album that will make me cry, that I can then sort of move on afterwards. My sad albums are like Bright Eyes and Wide Awake It's Morning, and also probably, anything by Keaton Henson. But Keaton Henson also sends me to sleep, because I got into this weird habit of listening to Keaton Henson albums when I was coming home on like the last train from London back to Norwich. I would listen to Keaton Henson, so he also does just send me to sleep. But very specifically as well, Shake Me Down by Cage Elephant is a song that will guarantee make me cry every single time. The rest of the album, not really, but Shake Me Down is a bit of a tearjerker for me. Question number 5 is, what is your biggest fear? I have 2 big fears. The first one is dolls. But when I say dolls, I mean like hyper realistic, like baby Annabelle kind of dolls, or like the really old-fashioned like porcelain Victorian dolls. Like, I'm getting shivers just talking about them. I didn't have this fear until I was about 17, and I know the exact moment that it started, but I don't know why. I was basically in an antique shop and I was just walking around, not really concentrating, and there was a pram, and I turned the pram around to have a look at it, and inside was like a baby doll that had a broken eye, and it was like flapping. I just started crying. I don't know why. I'd never been scared of dolls before, and it just suddenly like clicked into place, and now I can't have anything to do with them. I hate them. I hate when people donate them at work. I can't touch them. I hate films that have dolls in. I can't watch any sort of horror that's like doll centered. Nope. And my second biggest fear is not being in control of my body. And what kind of comes into that is also claustrophobia. But it's weird because like small spaces I'm fine with, and like being in like crowded places, things like that, fine. It's like restriction. If I can't move my arms and if I can't move my legs and if I feel trapped, then that's like a big fear of mine. I remember being younger and being at sleepover with my friends, and they rolled me up in a duvet, and because I couldn't move any of my limbs, I had a massive panic attack, and it was horrible. I also had a panic attack recently because Poppy was chasing me around the flat like this and got me against the front door, and that was horrible. I don't know how to explain that fear other than like just not being able to go where I want to go or move how I want to move. Sometimes if the wind blows really hard and I can't move, that will give me a panic attack, which is so stupid, but I don't know how else to explain it. Number 6 is your happy place. This can be somewhere really simple or somewhere not simple. I think I have 2 happy places. One of them is just my bed, because usually I'm tucked up, I've got a nice hot cup of tea, I've got a cat on the bed somewhere, and I'll be watching something that I'm enjoying with a chocolate bar with my boyfriend, so it'll be lovely. I hate saying boyfriend because it makes it sound so juvenile, with my partner. But my second happy place has to be Centre Parks at Elvedon Forest. I've been there quite a few times, and there's just something about it that's so magical. I feel like Centre Parks to me is like Disneyland for Disney people. Like, there's something about it that's just so magical, but there's nothing really to it. It's just like chalets and like little hotels in a forest, and you can do like loads of activities, and it just feels like a place that just exists on another plane of being. I don't know how to explain it, and I sound like really over dramatic, but it's just such a magical place, and I absolutely love it. And the last time I was there, I followed like a baby deer through some woods and fed it an apple. And if that's not the most fucking Snow White thing you've ever heard in your life, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, number 7 is a TV show you think was written for you. Now, what I mean by that is like a TV show that is so perfect for you, in your opinion, that you feel like it's your show, it's perfect for you. I have 2, and the first one, both Calvin and Poppy said for me when, I asked them these questions, and that is New Girl. There is something about New Girl that I can just rewatch it again and again and again and again and again and again, and I still find it so funny, and it's not cringy, because now I kind of watch back like shows like Parks and Rec that I used to like adore, and I'm kind of like but New Girl, I can't find any faults with it. I think it's so funny, it's very self-aware, and I just think even the characters that like do problematic things, you're supposed to think that they're problematic, and you're supposed to think that they're assholes. Love it. It's beautiful. It's such good comedy, such good storylines. I love it. If we pretend that season 7 didn't happen, because that's not great, but the rest of it, amazing. And the second one, this is quite specific, but it is the first season of the show The Sinner, which if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it if you like thriller or like psychological horror, thrillery things. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so incredible, and the way it's done is perfect for me, in my opinion, where it's completely unpredictable and they drip feed you tiny little bits of information all the way through, and then at the end everything is given to you on a plate. And that's how I like my shows. I really fucking hate it when shows give you little bits but then never explain it, or the ending is really bad. I'm looking at you, season 3 of True Detective. What the fuck? But the first season of The Sinner is basically about a woman who murders someone in front of loads of people. She has no idea why she done it. She knows she did it. She's fully like sane and conscious, and she pleads guilty and everything. But there is a police officer called Harry who is absolutely certain that there has got to be something in her past that led her to do this. And it's just a big investigation into who she is and where she comes from. And it's just amazing. All of the actors in it are incredible. Bill Pullman is king. I love him. And that show, I just feel, is so perfect for me. Number 8 is favourite thing about yourself. This can be physical, or it can be something about your personality, or something, your favourite thing in your life. I don't know. This one's quite broad. Personally, for me, my favourite feature of myself, like physically, is definitely my hair. I love my hair. I've spent a long time bringing it back to health after bleaching it last year, but I love my hair texture, my waves. I love my black hair. It's a big part of my self-esteem, and I love it. I left my fringe in my rollers for a bit too long this morning, and it's now just a bit like, ooh. And then personality-wise, like this one I feel a bit weird about saying because I don't want to sound like fucking Shane Dawson, but I am an incredibly empathetic person, and I do try a lot of the time to put myself in other people's shoes, to understand what they're going through, or to maybe try and understand why people behave in the ways they do, so that, you know, I can help them. I'm a helper. I like to help people. I like to try and solve people's problems, which is really good, but can be bad as well. But definitely, like, my empathy, I think, is my favourite thing about my personality. And then number 9 is one thing you would like to improve on yourself. I don't want to do one thing you don't like about yourself, because I don't like that question, because that could lead to some very ugly answers, and I don't want anyone to speak that poorly on themselves. So this is just one thing that you want to improve on yourself, and mine is definitely being more sensible with money, which is why I started my budget. I broke it already, so I'm pretty disappointed in myself, but I'll speak more about that when I do my updated video. I'm going to make it a series, yada yada. But definitely, it's a big root of my anxiety, money. So if I can sort that out myself and not keep fucking spending it on shit, then that would be amazing. And then last but not least, question 10 is, tell me your ideal perfect meal from start to finish. I want your starter, I want your main, I want your dessert, and I want your drink. Any sides? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know what your absolute favourite meal is. Talking about food is one of my favourite things. Eating food is one of my favourite things. So I would love to know what your perfect meal would be. For me personally, starter, cream of mushroom soup with either like really crispy bread or garlic bread. Either is absolutely fine to me, but I want a creamy mushroom soup. Cool. For my main, I want something rich and hearty. I love food that's like super filling. And I think at this moment in time, I want to say ratatouille, but specifically like the sliced ratatouille, like in Ratatouille, with crispy little potatoes that are done in garlic and green beans, which this is my favourite to cook green beans. You steam them and then you fry them in butter and salt and pepper. Oh my God. It's so good. If you haven't had green beans that way, do it. That would be my main. And then dessert. I said chocolate brownie earlier, but I've been thinking about it. No, it'd be sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream. Delicious. And then for drink, I am incredibly boring when it comes to drink because my favourite drink is water. So I would have a big glass of cold water. I know that is so boring, but that's the truth. I can't lie to you. So that is my little facts tag. What do you think? I'm sorry. I just thought it'd be fun. It gives me the video that I wanted to do in the first place, but I couldn't find anywhere else. So I'm pretty pleased with it, and I didn't want it to just be boring like favourites, you know, things like that. I wanted it to be a little bit more interesting. Anyway, I tag everyone to do this. Please do it. I would love to see some people do it. It'll be really embarrassing if no one does it. And if you do, please tag me in any sort of like social media post about it, because I would love to watch it and I would love to get to know you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Eat good, drink good, take care of yourself. Lots of love. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.